everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab. Today we've got a quick and simple installation. This is another outline. This is the push to start outline. And we're going to install it right there. We've decided to go around the outside of that border, right on that gray dash area. Included that and included a little line right there. Of course, Ford designed this to look similar to your headlight, so I thought making that little DRL type bar pop would look nice. I'm gonna go get some stuff, microfiber, and head back here and we'll film the rest of this. Let's talk about a couple things here before we get started. You will be provided 2 of these. I like to give you guys a couple copies, just in case you're not that familiar with vinyl. You don't know how it's going to react. You don't know how it's going to react to the temperature, because of the thickness of it, how it'll react to pulling, tugging, and the surface that you're applying it to, how it will react to that. What you want to do is clean this area off, make sure it's free of dirt, debris, wax. Not so much wax in the interior, but armor all. You don't want any of that between the vinyl and this surface, especially because it's already textured to begin with. You want to apply this when it's kind of warm outside. If you're at a loss and it's not warm outside, you're probably gonna have to use a little light heat from a hair dryer or a heat gun. My rule of thumb, because we're just installing pre-cut templates and not like stretching vinyl to wrap a car or a taillight, if it's too much for your hands to take, it might be a little bit too much for the vinyl, especially when the vinyl is thin like an outline. You can easily stretch it. So clean down this area. If you had an alcohol prep pad, you could use it right there, isopropyl alcohol. Just use it in the areas where it's going to be applied. It's not too warm out here. I mean, warm by most people's standard for this time of year, but not like hot or anything. I'm going to apply this little line, pretty easy to do. Just line it up. Slide it over a little bit. Kind of applied it a little bit too far to the left. I'm doing a dry install because I don't want to get a hair dryer and come back and have to hook it up and blow dry this area. So not having to worry about it sliding around much. But if you're really concerned that you're not good at applying vinyls, applying it with soapy water helps you be very non-committal to the first location where you stick it on. Since this is a trim piece and it doesn't stick like immediately to anything really, I'm gonna go dry. So I got that line installed, pushed it in. Sometimes the pressure helps activate some of that adhesive. Now I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm gonna start right around here because you kind of have tons of area to start aligning this right in this corner to the right. Gonna kind of line it up. Make sure it's right next to the black part. And then I'll start kind of guiding it and pushing down at the same time. If you're too far in, you can just pull it back up a little bit. Trying to get it tucked in really close. So if you have at least some nails, kind of helps on this installation. I'm going to guide it around and kind of push it into that edge. The template was made pretty close to perfect. Now my installation is all going to depend on how I line it up the rest of the way. So if it bunches up, just be a little gentle. Make sure it doesn't bunch up all the way, it doesn't hard crease. And there you have it. These little corners, you might want to take like a small screwdriver if your nail can't get in there and push it back down. But there you have it. And if you find this little outline coming up a little, it's probably because it's cold. Go ahead, put some light heat, and then just push it down. Sometimes if you do this in the afternoon and it's cooled off already, just come back in the morning, come back later, sometime where the car's been sitting out in the sun, and just push it down. And do that for a few trips, and you should be good. Just come back over here and get a final shot. There it is, the push to start outline. So thanks a lot for all the recommendations, you guys. Been taking those all into account. Got a long list of stuff ready to do. Been pretty busy. Just got a call today from our Ford dealership, and our Ford Bronco Sport has arrived. My wife decided to go on a trip, and it's going to be financed in her name, so might have to wait till she gets back to get all that resolved. If you guys didn't see it, we did do the lines for the handles. These are the easy apply models, and that's what's coming out first, mainly for people that have like this gray line on the handle. Applies really easily to that edge right there. But if you look in the handles, there's a groove that goes all the way around. It continues in that handle. So to make it easy, I didn't cover up that part, but someone wanted to get rid of their blue handles like entirely, and they thought that little portion of blue that was left would just get to them. So I did come back, and I'll talk about this as a new product probably tomorrow or later in the week sometime. But I made it longer, but you have to use like a nail or a credit card to push it down in this hole. And I had to make it this big because it has to fit down in that groove and then cover the bottom surface. So when you push it down, it might get stuck to the other side, but you don't see any color behind that. I think also I'm going to be taking this off. I saw some stripes for the hood, and I like the design. Just a split stripe in the middle. We'll have to go clean the car, measure this out, get that done. One of the Ford dealerships actually wanted an offset stripe that goes right here, continues a little on the top, and I don't know what we have for the back. Without a hard top, there's no place to continue it on the back, so we won't have to worry about that. Please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell notification icon so that you guys are aware when new products come out, and we have new installation videos. Constantly going back through things. I think I'll make another wheel cap that has an outline, just some random thoughts. All right, have a great day, you guys.